Well, good morning, and I certainly do think that there's a quiet revolution going on. And I wasn't going to refer to the fact that it's International Women's Day yesterday, and that very recently I attended a very senior city group advisory council that shall remain nameless, and I sat down, looked around the room at the 40 white men in suits. So actually, there's a quiet revolution in financial technology, but there's also a quiet revolution in your sector, in the fabulous number of women who are contributing to it. So congratulations, keep up the good work, and you certainly have my support, except that I'm too busy sorting out my school kids and trying to be a woman and a mother to actually bother about these things. But good luck to all of you, and I'm delighted to see the progress that women are making in this particular sector of financial services. So it's a bit like the steam engine at the end of the 18th century, or the car at the start of the 20th century. Like both those innovations, it's transforming the way we live our lives, saving time and effort, getting the job done faster, and creating a whole new economy. And of course, I'm talking about technology. At the touch of a button, we can do things in our day-to-day lives which would have taken hours a generation ago. If someone had told me 25 years ago that from one small device that fits into my pocket, I could send family photos halfway across the world, read the complete works of Shakespeare, do my Christmas shopping, watch TV episodes back to back, oh, if only I had the time to do that, and control the heating at home when I'm in the office, I would have replied that they'd been reading too much science fiction. But now it's just a part of everyday life, a tool we use on a daily basis. And technology is already revolutionizing the way we use financial services too. Financial technology, or Fintech, is the future, and I think this quiet revolution is going to get very loud in the very near future. Not only does it make life easier for the customer, it provides superb opportunities for British businesses, and it might just be the tool that restores faith in the banking sector. So I was delighted to be asked to speak at Innovate Finance's Global Summit today to the movers and shakers, the innovators and the influencers, because I think that innovation from within your sector will significantly contribute to faster UK growth and greater job creation, as well as providing significant and tangible benefits for consumers. Fintech, as most of you will know, is already at the heart of the government's plan for greater UK growth. Last August, the Chancellor set out the government's plans to make the UK a global hub for fintech development. There's a significant opportunity here. Total global fintech revenues are around £20 billion a year and growing, and I'm delighted to report that the UK is already doing extremely well in this space. We are already the leading fintech centre in Europe, but we do want to make the UK the fintech centre of the world. The UK has an exceptional base to work from. We are already a leading global financial centre. We have world-class scientific research, and we have Europe's largest tech hub, Tech City, right on our doorstep. It makes perfect sense, therefore, to position the UK as the global centre for fintech. I'd just like to take a couple of steps back and consider first what we mean when we talk about fintech. What does the industry look like, and what could it look like in the future? The main thing to remember is that it doesn't have to be horribly complicated or even particularly high-tech. Fintech is about helping businesses to be more effective, enabling systems to run faster and better, and simply making life easier by ensuring that our financial sector works for the people who use it. Its real power lies behind the effects of such impacts, adding to consumer choice, fueling growth, and ultimately boosting the economy in a way which everyone can benefit from. And there are some fantastic examples already of fintech at its best, having a direct impact on people's lives. For example, we have TransferWise and Azimo, which provide people and businesses with a lower-cost alternative for sending money overseas. Funding Circle and Zopa, which are allowing people to directly lend to small businesses in their community. Or even something as simple as check imaging, So if you live in a rural area, you won't have to travel to a bank to pay in a cheque, but will be able to take a photo of it on your smartphone and then upload it. And it's a sector that continues to go from strength to strength. As of the end of 2014, New Finance estimate that there are over 1,000 fintech startups in the UK. In London alone, there are over 44,000 people employed in the sector, more than in New York or Silicon Valley, and UK investment in fintech was 177% higher in the first quarter of 2014 compared with the first quarter of 2013. All great news for this new and exciting adventure that we're on. And the challenge now is to keep up the momentum. And as part of our long-term economic plan, we're taking every opportunity to ensure the sector's continued growth. Over the past year, we've taken a wide range of actions, including reforms to the regulatory and tax systems and working to create the right investment environment for UK fintech firms. And as a sign of the importance we attach to fintech, we have placed it as one of the Financial Services Trade and Investment Board's 9 high-value trade and investment opportunities. We've created the new Payment Systems Regulator, which opens its doors in April this year, just next month. This will ensure that smaller banks and alternative providers of finance, including fintechs, can access payment systems in a fair and transparent way, contributing to a more competitive payments industry. And we're fostering innovation. In June, we worked with the FCA to launch Project Innovate, an FCA initiative to help both startups and established businesses to bring innovative ideas to financial services markets. Then in August, the Chancellor announced in his Innovate Finance speech a £100 million extension to the British Business Bank's investment programme, including funding for fintech and a major programme of work on digital currencies. And in the same month, we launched a consultation on the digital infrastructure that the UK needs over the next decade and beyond to become the global centre for fintech. We'll be publishing a report on that at budget. And we didn't stop there. In December, at Autumn Statement, the Chancellor announced a strong package of measures to support fintech. We're naming the big banks that will have to share credit data and refer on SMEs they reject for finance, helping alternative finance providers, including fintech firms, to lend more effectively. We've now concluded our call for evidence on data sharing and open data in banking, focusing on the potential benefits of application programming interfaces. We'll be providing information on the next steps of this exciting programme of work, again at budget. We're also reforming the peer-to-peer market, consulting on ISA eligibility for crowd-funded debt securities, announcing we'll review EU regulations standing in the way of peer-to-peer institutional lending, and creating a bespoke regulatory framework for peer-to-peer. These measures have been very well received by the fintech community, but we don't want to stop there. In the immediate term, my officials in Treasury are considering a range of further options, such as the next steps in digital currencies. And for the longer term, we're eagerly awaiting the outcome of Geoscience's Blackett review of fintech futures, which will examine the opportunities and blockers for UK fintech over the coming years and decades. Exciting times, exciting opportunities. And I'm really impressed with the range of sessions, guests, and seminars here today. I was particularly really pleased to see Innovate Finance will be announcing the top 100 women in fintech. This is vital. We can only achieve global leadership if we foster a genuinely diverse talent base within the sector to ensure that this industry is strong, sustainable, inclusive, and well-rounded. So thank you for the work you're doing. Congratulations on being a key part of the future. I look forward to seeing what innovations you come up with next and continuing the conversation about how government can help. Thank you.